Hi, I'm just loading up my hang on. I was live. Oh, you silly thing. Sorry guys, I've got two streams again. Sorry guys, stick with me. I'm just tidying up what's going on here again. One day this will go smoothly. Where's the schedule one? That's the one that's not supposed to be there. Delete. Delete, delete, delete. Gone. Right. There we go. Live control room. There we go. That's what I was trying to get to. Sorry about that. Ugh. Hey. Right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties with YouTube again. Right. Hi everybody. Right, I'm just going to sort through some parts quickly. This is one of those streams I've been, I'm going to do it, and I was going to do it last weekend, and just, there's a lot going on in my life at the moment, and I just I've got to start, otherwise I'm never going to get to it. Don't know what I did today, but I've had a really good run on subs. I've had about 15 subs on the channel today. Can't complain about that. Right, I'm going to leave that like that. Right. I'm multitasking. I'm also filming this build as I do this. Because I'm that professional. Yeah, right. Start by putting that board there. How is everybody on this fine day? Ant, is it hot in on your side of Australia at the moment? Are you in Australia at the moment, or are you in China? This is a whopper of an instruction manual, and this is the first manual. Oh dear. It's gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. I don't know how I'm gonna make my actual live camera work through the build on this one. It's gonna be quite tricky. What's the weather in China like? Is it snowing? Is it 1,000,000 degrees? Is it 1,000% humidity? What I'm going to do is put the instruction manual here. This is one of those, it's actually so big it barely fits on my build space. Right, so the first thing we're going to do you know what, Tayshaun? I actually absolutely 100% hear you on the roller coaster. Now, disclaimer, when I bought this, the roller coaster wasn't out, but truth be told, I'd have probably still bought this one over the roller coaster just because I was borderline obsessed with this set. This set was actually there we go. There's Kai. This set was actually one of the things that made me really decide to get back into building Lego. No, I didn't get a deal on this one. I bought this one straight off of lego.com. So again, this was one I bought when I was sort of getting back into Lego. So I've learned a lot of tricks since then about how to save a penny or two on Lego. But this is one of those sets that's actually not very easy to save any money on because nobody sells it, here in Australia at least. The only guys that actually had it were Toys R Us, and they didn't discount it. Even when they were in their dying days, it still wasn't discounted. So that tells you something about the set. I'm sorry, dude. One day, hopefully, you'll own it. I can understand why. I'm sorry. Do you want to go back to mum? Sorry, one of my kids is out of bed. Sent her down to see mummy. Yeah, what was I saying? One, yeah, didn't get a deal on it, and two, this was, as I said, this is the set that really got me back into Lego. I don't know if you've watched the designer video on this one, but there's so much love went into this set from them. They really had a good time designing it, and it really comes through if you watch them talking about the set as a whole. I'm going to put that at an angle, I think it's probably better at view. If you watch them talking about the set, they put so much into it, which makes sense because it is Lego's own theme, isn't it, completely. So which I believe actually was come up with by an adult focus group, or a partially adult focus group. So from the very beginning it was designed to appeal to people like me as well as the kids. I mean, unfortunately for the kids, it's a ridiculously expensive set. I mean, no, I would buy this for my kids and then build it myself. So, and I know my kids will get a lot of pleasure out of looking at it because they aren't touching it. No, that sounds really mean. I'm not. I'm getting better at letting my kids touch things in the Lego room, which is why there's quite a bit of mess in here at the moment, because I let them come in here. We had a good building session today, and I was trying not to be too, no, don't touch that, no. Which I'm sure any parent who's listening to this can relate to. Alright, what am I looking for? Now, I do have the usual problem of the colour in the books doesn't quite match the bricks. I really do wish that Lego would sort that out at some point, because it bothers me every single time, especially given how easy colour matching actually is these days. I can say that because I come from a print background, before anybody's questioning it. Ooh, dropped it. Is this angle working for everybody? Can you see properly? That's it. I've got most of my delicate stuffs up on my top deck, so for the moment anyway. The test will be when I start to assemble my my harbour area proper, that I keep hinting at, because that will be at a level where little hands can definitely touch it. I'm planning to do a video, what I'm calling what those of us who've been into Lego for a very long time call spot the difference builds. So you see, so you'll see some of the old style building versus the new ones. You've built this set twice. Surely the next step for you is to actually buy 2 of them and then do a mirror build. Challenge accepted. I have seen quite a few people do that, and I'll be honest with you, I might actually, I'll be honest with you, I'll start with what I was saying. I don't see the point of doing the mirror build. I see the point in getting another version of the set and building, doing something different with it, but I don't really see the point of the mirror build. Now, I see the point of making the set bigger, adding another couple of levels to it, perhaps. That would be rather awesome. But building it backwards, I don't know. I mean, I know it's tricky, but I don't really understand the excitement of that, personally. Oh, no. How long did it take you to build that one, Wilfred? Gargade, I do have the Ninjago docks, and I'm gonna tell you this one, Vintage Bricks, I'm sorry, I got it for 48% off retail. So it was very, 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 very well timed sale from one of the retailers here in Australia. Now, I've got a stack of these, and some go one way and some go the other way. Right, I see what's happened there. Right, those ones go there. Excuse me for a second while I fix this. You've got 2 sets of these wings, and one goes one way and one goes the other the wrong way. Lucky I picked that up before I got too far into that. Right, same problem with these ones. I need those ones, that one, not that one. So yeah, I've got the Ninjago dock still sitting in its box. Have you built the docks yet, Wilfred? It's one of those ones that it's sort of got a very mixed reaction from people, but I personally think it looks stunning. I think it's a really good complementary set to this, and I will be really intrigued to see what the next set they release is to go with this, because it's rumoured there will be, well, the suggestion of the way it's built as a semi-modular is that will happen. So fingers crossed. It's still a good deal. I don't buy much through the Lego store, or I haven't till now, for the reason that to get free shipping from the Lego store here in Australia, you had to spend rather a lot of money. You had to spend 200 Australian dollars, which is about 130 pounds ish for those in the UK. And it's just, I wanted to buy some small stuff, but since then they've actually released I did that wrong. Oh no. Since then they've actually opened a warehouse over here in Australia, which means that it's now only you only have to spend $150 to get the free shipping. So it's still not cheap, but it's more appealing. And the other benefit is, as long as it's something they've got in stock, it actually arrives in 1 to 2 business days as well, whereas before it used to take sort of 2 to 3 weeks because it was being shipped from their warehouse in, I think it was Croatia. So I had to travel a fair way to get here. So we get quite shortchanged here in Australia quite often on things like that. So Sorry to hear that, Garligan. Well, thank you for saying hi. They've been sledging this morning. Ah, awesome. I love sledging. When I grew up, it used to. Anyone who's new to my channel, I'm from the UK originally, and I obviously grew up there. And I always remember it snowing a lot as a kid, and then it just sort of gradually got less and less and less. And because we used to almost, every year we used to be able to go sledging, and then towards sort of the later years of my childhood, it was very much a case of you were lucky if you could go sledging in the year, because it never snowed. Never snowed. So it seems to have gone back to how it was growing up, which is a good thing of global warming. Hooray! I'm sure everybody in the UK is saying that at the moment as they freeze. I have lived here for 13 years now, so the accent is hanging on for dear life. I do try very hard to still sound as English as I possibly can. I may live here, but I am still proudly British, even though they are being sorry, even though some people in the UK are being idiots at the moment. Sorry if that offends anybody, but it's true. Yeah, we still got my my old sledge from growing up's in the in my parents' garage. It was nice actually, because we went home to the UK for my my 40th birthday last year, and it was in April and it snowed. So my Australian kids, who are 3 and 4, have both seen snow, which is really cool. Like, and not paid to go skiing snow, actually real snow in someone's back garden snow, which is awesome. We're it's been raining here today and it's stopped now, but the humidity level's gone up because it has warmed up quite a lot today. It was actually nice and cool this morning, and now it's going hot again. So hopefully it'll cool down by the time I go to bed. Where do you live, Vintage Bricks? I have spent a quarter of my life living in Australia, so it's not really that surprising, you know. G'day, mate, and all of that kind of stuff. Actually, what I was quite impressed with myself was last time I was, not last time, time before that I went home, I actually had to go to Paris, and I was quite pleased because my school French kicked in, having not spoken it for like 10 years, and I actually got quite into speaking French quite quickly, which was good. You think you've lost it, but it's still in there somewhere. It's still in there somewhere. You don't forget things, you just forget how to use them. That makes sense. Yeah. My parents keep telling me that I've done the right thing living here. So, yeah. Although for some reason, every time I ask them about moving over here, they say no. So, maybe one day they will. No. Now, the last time I flew, we flew with Emirates, which obviously stops in Abu Dhabi, and what we actually did on the way home, we didn't have a stopover. We just went hell for leather. We just wanted to get there because we were traveling with 2 kids, and we just figured it was better just to get there and get it over and done with. But on the way back, what we did was they have a system where if you are in the airport for longer than, I think it's 6 hours from memory, something like that, they will put you in a hotel for free, which is cool. So we did that on the way home, and it was a really good decision. It meant that the journey took longer, but it meant we got to have a bit of a rest, a shower. There was even a swimming pool, which had we realised, we would have packed our swimming stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that was good. So yeah, I recommend it, and the quality of the flight was amazing. See ya, man. Take care, buddy. Enjoy China. You must be back in Australia soon. Now, I know I'm doing this because this is all going to be tiled in the blue, isn't it? And there's a lot of blue tiles. It's going to take a little bit of time. But it's one thing whenever you're building any of these modulars, is it's the first, like the first couple of bags is always slightly monotonous because you've got to build out all the sort of lower level detail. Unless you buy the corner garage, which doesn't seem to have a huge amount of tiling, like they were trying to save money or just couldn't be bothered to tile it. I don't know which, but... Hey Ninjago Bricks, how are you? Right, where are we up to? Does Ninjago Bricks, does this answer your question about whether or not I like Ninjago? I am playing catch up on all of the cartoons at the moment with my kids because I've never seen them before. So, although that being said, I'm at work during the day, so I get home at night and they've watched like another 5 episodes, so I've got to watch them on my own. Where are we up to? Where's that one go? Oh, there. Whew. Step 16. Oh, the day someone invents teleportation, I'll be there. I don't mind being a guinea pig for that one. Actually, no, I do mind being a guinea pig. It's mildly terrifying being torn apart and then reassembled. Which was something they actually did in the original Star Trek movie quite well, I thought. I'm a Star Trek nerd. I don't mind admitting it. But the original Star Trek movie, the Star Trek the motion picture, they were testing their teleporters, and it went wrong. That's an interesting brick. It's like a bright green brick hidden by a tan one there. Wonder why that is. I'm sure all will be revealed. Anybody new coming yet? Oh. Hey Flamil Kids Vids, how are you? You want a time machine in your house? Yeah, I need to somehow invent longer days. That would be very, very useful so often. Like today, I don't know where today's gone. I can't believe it's like 1 o'clock in the morning already. Should probably be in bed really, anyway. Maybe I'll get an early night tomorrow. You're right. No, because I've got to film a video and get it live tomorrow night. Ugh. I was going to do it tonight, but I ran out of time. My fortnightly 5 and a bit videos is due tomorrow night, so I've got it written. I just need to film it and edit it and put it up, which is, you know, 3 fairly long tasks. Right, how's that go? That goes. That's not clear where that goes. That one goes there. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself quickly while I do this. One wrong plant could ruin everything. How many subs are you up to now, Ninjago Bricks? Because every time you come into my stream, you're just telling everybody to sub you. Yeah, I hear you on that one. Yeah, I'm actually filming under a big spotlight here, so that's why the light's better. It's actually a proper white light, so I can't figure out why they put yellow lights in houses. I hate yellow light. I like white light personally. Anyway. Yeah, this is all being filmed underneath this nice big spotlight that's above me. So hopefully it's bright enough. I actually realised there's a few videos I've done recently where I'd forgotten to turn it on. And it really shows. And I actually felt quite embarrassed that I hadn't done it, because the quality just wasn't as good as I expect of myself. So I do need to get a new a webcam though or something, because I'm filming this on my iPhone, which is fine, but I would like the control of having an iPhone, like a proper camera I can position, and also the ability to have 2 cameras. So if I did that, I could actually use the iPhone as a secondary camera, which would be cool. I've got my my video of the Ghostbusters set done. I've just got to finish editing it and upload it. But there's one of the builds in that is an arcade machine, and it's awesome. Like, it's so good. And I watched the designer video of it, and when they designed the Ghostbusters set, I said this all in my video, so I'll tell you this anyway. But when they designed the Ghostbusters set, they actually based the interior on Ghostbusters 1 and 2, so that they could add a couple of extra details they really wanted to add, like the arcade machine that's included. Which I thought was really cool. I like little bits of trivia like that. I'm such a sucker. But it's a really cool. It's a really cool arcade machine. And on my list of mocks I want to build one day is an arcade. I wonder how long till arcades stop existing. Hey, that's awesome, Taysha. Good work. I've got some videos planned which you'll probably enjoy, hopefully, where I'm looking at some of the stuff you need to do behind the scenes to help your channel grow. So, you know, around how things like search engine optimization work, and some stuff you can do to try and make your channel really look a lot more professional. I'm not saying your channel doesn't look professional, but it's just like tips and things that I've been reading and compiling and stuff, because I do some of this for work as well. So that's on my list of projects to do this year. Must start writing those soon, actually. I don't know what I did today, but I had a really good run of subs. on my, I think I've had 15 subs today, which is like one of my biggest days ever, and I don't know why. I put that video live last night with the scaffolding, and I did a city update, and I did the stop motion of the digger. I just had a really good week. I don't know why. Or a really good day today, rather. That being said, I did participate in a few live streams today as well, which might have helped. Some really good streams this morning, actually. Wish I'd actually had a bit more time to be involved in them, but anyway, this is what it is. I'm hoping a few more people will be around to come online and join in this stream later on. Not that I'm going to be up that much longer, but my biggest problem being in Australia is the time zones and trying to catch sort of enough of the rest of the world, because there's not that many people on this side of the planet, and most of my subscriber base is in sort of the UK, Europe and the US. So hence why I stream at this ridiculous time in the morning, because I can't do it during the day because I've got my kids. So oh, 5 more. Yeah, Ninjago Bricks, sub, like, by all means, sub people who are in this stream, but you don't have to say sub me, sub me, sub me. Like, they'll come and sub you, they'll see that you sub them. If you have your sub set to public, they'll see that you sub them. And they'll know that you're in this stream with them, so you don't need to ask them. You just don't. I'm with Garligate on that one. I'm not saying go, obviously. I know, but I'm just sort of friendly advice, because you'll get kicked out of streams if you do that too much. I'm not going to kick you out. Garligate, don't kick him out. But please don't do it. We'll give you a timeout if you do it too much. So just don't. You don't need to. And I reckon just participate in the stream, and people talk to you and get involved and answer you and stuff like that. They will quickly sub you. Trust me on this. It's all about the engagement, and you want people that engage and like your content. You don't just want people subbing you, because people who just sub you is useless, really, because it just means you've got subs but no engagement. And what Google wants you to have is engagement, which I'll cover in part 1 of my video when I film it. This is really interesting how this goes together. Because there's a lot of like foundation work. So obviously now waterway here, water all around here, and then this is now doing the foundation underneath. So it's got the arches here and things like that. So they've gone to a lot of effort to sort of really layer in the detail into the build. I like it. I like it a lot. Right, what did you say? Vintage Bricks. In May, I'm getting 3 modular buildings. Wondering which I should start my city. Are you? Well, it depends if you have you got any modulars already? Ah, we weren't picking on you, Ninjago Bricks. I was actually trying to give you some useful advice. Oh well. He'll just get kicked out of some other channel. We didn't even kick him out. Vintage Bricks. I reckon she'll finish before me because I'm talking a lot. Where are we? Vintage Bricks. You're getting your 3 modular buildings. Wondering where should I start my city? 4 modulars or get more, then start. I started with 1. If you go back through my channel, I built the detective's office, and that was the only modular I had in there for a while. Actually, I built around it. I'd done train tracks. I'd laid things out. My first couple of city updates really were quite vanilla. Go and have a look at them. Like I did quite like. I looked back at them recently because I was looking through some photos and saw them and went, yeah, I was quite like. I was quite pleased with where I've got to now with my ability to build the city and the way I'm thinking about the process of building it and things like that. But I'm also really happy with like how I started it out, to be perfectly honest, because I started with like nothing. What modulars are you getting? What modulars were you thinking of getting? You got assembly square. You're getting Parisian, the diner, and the garage. So what one? What one's the one you want that's retired that you'll never get? Who else? Have you got anyone new in here? Oh, hey NinjagoBricks, thank you for coming back. We weren't picking on you, I promise. We were actually trying to be helpful. Yeah, Vintage Bricks, which one were you talking about? Which modular set? A friend of mine's actually selling the pet shop at the moment. Which, you know, I'd love to have the money to buy off of him, but I don't. Given there's like 1,000 other one. No, but the detective's office is still around in shops here, so I reckon you will find that one. And you'll probably find it on a deal as well, because it is a retired set and they want it off the shelves, unless they're like shops that know the value of the sets. But yeah, I've seen it in the shops here for like it's meant to be 250 Australian dollars, and I've seen it in the shops now for 180. So they are around. Like check you're in the UK, aren't you? Check John Lewis especially. They seem to have loads of these old sets. Whenever I check anyway. I know quite a few people who picked up the Brick Bank when that was announced as retiring from them. So, and you get some cracking deals in the UK. I'm not going to lie, your deals are so much better than ours over here. She's on bag 9 already. Crumbs. I'm on 1. And usually it is actually only 1 bag as well. Usually these like bag 1 is made up of like 3 or 4 bags, but in this case it's actually 1 bag. And it's actually 1 bag with 3 bags in it, which I didn't mind. I think that's actually a good way of doing it. Okay, how does that work? So that goes in there, and then that goes in there. I see. Ah, okay, that's clever. I like the way they've done that locking mechanism. So you've got this hinge and then that hinge, and then they just basically lock across there. It's a good idea. Cool, that's clever, Lego. Well done. Sorry. I marvel at that because I've actually just done like I'm redoing my petrol station. The service station that was in my last city update, I actually rebuilt since then. And doing the petrol pump on an angle actually is an art form. Well, to do it on an angle I was happy with is an art form. So I'll have that finished. I'll probably do another city update. I'm trying to do city update every other week now. So I do 1 week I do my 5 and a bit videos, and then the next week I will do do a city update. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. They've thrown in some more art in the next page. That's really cool. I like the way they've done these like drawings of what's going on in the set. Right, where are we up to? Bag 2, which is 3 bags with lots. I'm gonna so many blue tiles. This could take a while. And the funny thing is, I need to order about 1,000 of these little tiles so I can tile my harbour when I start building. Man, they're just like real water. I'm spilling them everywhere. All right. Hey David Lego Lab, how you going? Oh, I ordered the brick bank as well. I didn't get that either. Oh no! I thankfully do have the brick bank. Luckily. Yeah, the detective's office was the first set I bought. I love the architecture on it. I think that was like the one that tipped me over getting into the modulars. Like if I hadn't bought that one, I probably still would have gotten into modulars, but it was a real high point to start with. I really love that sort of New York style architecture, and I hope they do some more like that in the future. So I just realised I knocked that camera. Yeah, it's a good set. So I really hope you get it. Right. Bye, Garlic Gay. Thanks for coming and staying around and chatting, and good luck with the tobogganing and snow and things like that. Yeah, that refund would hurt. That refund would hurt. I confess I actually panic bought the Ferris wheel as well. I really shouldn't have, but I did. And the carousel has reappeared. Yeah, Mark from the Lego Room selling a pet shop at the moment. He's about to put a pet shop up for sale. He's selling one of his to pay for parts for his Star Wars mock that he's building. So, but he actually owned 2 of them. So, lucky him. He's selling his spare one. Ferris wheels are, I'm not going to lie, the Ferris wheel was much better than I expected. It was, yeah, it was a lot better than I expected it to be. I don't know why I didn't expect it to be good, but anyway. So yeah, I might get the, what can I speak? The carousel. I am tempted by that because I love carousels, and I've got such a great memory of my kids when they were younger on the Ferris wheel that's in New York near the Manhattan Bridge. Wonderful old carousel. So I have a soft spot for it because of that. Right, where am I up to? I need you. I need you and you. There we go. Boats coming together. Right, what's next on the boat? You. So just picking out bits for a second. I'm guessing I need you. Yeah. You and you and you. There we go. There we are. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm just focused on building this little fiddly bit. There we go. There's a boat. Look at that. Hey, Maze Bricks, how you going? You have Town Hall for sale. Oh, how much are you selling it for? Actually, I was looking through the old. Yeah, I find the old ones are a bit sort of overpowering, actually. Done that wrong. Have I done that? No, I haven't done that wrong. That is right. And that goes on there. And we do the same again. Oh, I see. Something clever. Yeah. I bought this set 10 months ago as my 40th birthday present, so that was why I splashed out on this one. I thought I was allowed to. Okay, so let's see how this is. The boat's coming together. Move that up slightly. There we go. That's better. Anyone new in here? Hey, GJBricks, how are you? Yeah, it's 1:10 in the morning here in Sydney, so I don't know, I'm going to get through this bag and see how I feel, whether or not I'm going to try and do another one. I mean, bear in mind the next bit of this particular build is the tiling of the water, and that's a lot of tiles. Which I'm going to move away from the edge of the table so I don't knock them off. Are you in, which bit of Queensland are you in? Are you in the bit that's okay, or are you in the bit that's getting a copping from that monsoon? That is a really clever little build. I like that. Some really nice techniques on this. I had JC over at Small Brick City told me that I needed to build this set like was one of my latest sets because it uses so many good techniques. Right, let's put that there. Let's have my built figures so far over there. There we go. What amazes me is this set fits onto that board. Like it just looks bigger than that board, but that's the size. Really looking forward to seeing. I'm glad to hear you're safe. That's good to hear. Yeah. I'm hoping we catch a few more people. As I say, I mean, the trouble with being in Australia is trying to catch the time zones. So I'm just going to count out some tiles. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. Right, first set of tiles. I think I saw some of you in Dubstream this morning as well. What stream is it? There was a couple this morning, wasn't there? It was Dubstream, as in Down Under Bricks, for anyone that doesn't know who Dub is. What other stream was there? Someone else was streaming this morning. Who was it? saw that Garligade was in all the streams I joined this morning. I do need to learn how to do the Google Hangout streams, because I joined one of them the other day with Butt Chop and a couple of other people, and that was really good fun. So I must figure that out. How you set it up, how you get the link, how you can invite people in. Oops, there it goes there. Whew. 71 of those, wow. 3 of those. Oh, well, that's easy. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right, that's that done. And now I need 71 blue tiles. Oh, I'm just going to lay them. I'm not going to bother counting them. Forgive me if I go quiet for a second. Yeah, it's funny, Butt Chop never builds in those ones, does he? He always he's in there talking, but he's never actually building. Which is interesting. He's like the MC for the chat. No, it wasn't the, yeah, you're thinking of Brick Vibe, that's who it is. No, it wasn't the Brick Vibe one, it was one that he was doing with someone else. Because they do one quite often around this time on a Saturday night. I don't think they've got one this week, but we'll keep an eye on it. If they do, I might swap over there and say hello. Right. Now the question is, getting through this at a reasonable pace. Oh, that is a lot of files. But it's very clever the way Lego's done the, they've done these black bits and green bits here like that to really sort of, so when you put the tiles over the top it gives the water depth, which is a very nice build technique. And I know they use the same technique in the Ninjago docks as well, obviously, to keep the theme going. And I've seen some other people use the same technique. I don't know if it was a Lego idea or if it was someone else's idea that Lego's incorporated, but it's a good one. I like it. Whew. That's a lot of tiles. A lot of tiles. Yeah, Ryan is a machine when he's building. Like, he puts his dark glasses on and he just head down and goes. But he's got so much Lego, he actually does need to rush through building it. It's an unbelievable amount of sets he's got that he's somehow fit into his bedroom. Actually, I don't reckon they fit in his bedroom anymore. I reckon he's got them in other parts of his parents' house. He's done well though. I was looking at his stats the other day. I think he's grown like 20,000 subs in the last couple of months. It's incredible. It's one of those unfortunate things with YouTube that the bigger your channel is, the faster it grows. But the only way to grow it quickly initially is to actually spend, put a lot of effort in and make a lot of content and engage a lot and spend money on ads. I haven't spent money on ads. I've just built and filmed and gotten where I am just by building and engaging with the community. So, and using some SEO and things like that to try and drive traffic to my channel too, which helps. Where are we up to? Whew. tiles. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, this is actually making my backache putting these on. Who's actually still in this stream? Is anyone? Yeah. I was wondering if he's disappeared. Every day I'm tiling. Right. This puts the tiling in the Parisian restaurant that used to be my least favourite bit of tiling to shame. Still going. Halfway there. Phew, I thought I made a mistake there for a second. That would have been a lot of tiles to pull up. I like the way they've put little green pieces all the way through it as well to make it look like they're lilies. Very nice. Very nicely done. Sorry, just got some extra pieces. Oh no, can you not knock out people who are in my stream, please? Come on. Out of curiosity, why are you selling it? The old stuff is insanely expensive. Really is so expensive. They say like buying Lego is actually a better investment than gold, don't they? So I think if I see a couple of good sets on sale in the future, I'm going to buy 2 of them and put one away if I can. What's going on there? Oh, I see. Yay, my first tiling mistake. Luckily, it was only 1 tile. That would have been messy. That's the trick, is picking up where the single tiles are. The single pieces go. Whew. There goes there. That one goes there. Sorry, excuse me talking to myself. I'm sure anyone who's built this set. Hey Lars, how you going, mate? I'm catching up with you on the Ninjago district now. I've only got this, the docks, and the Temple of Air Jitsu to go. Where's that one? That one goes there. Oh, what have I done wrong? No, I've done something wrong. No, oh, duh. Phew. Right, you out there. too hard. You come out. There we go. Phew. Bonjour, Mr. Brick. Lars, I think I've got I've got an update of yours to watch. I'm behind on my videos this week. I don't know what's happened this week. There's so much I need to watch and catch up on. Like Kaz's chat with Brick Bakery. There we go, that goes there, that goes there. Oh dear. It's like a workout putting these tiles down. Keep hearing about this Fortnite game. I must go and check it out at some point. With all my spare time that I don't have at the moment. Almost there, almost there. Mark, sorry, I didn't see you sneak in. We're out to catching up on the stream. I've been oh, because of the amount of force coming through it. Yeah, I saw, who was it I saw? I saw someone had built something the other day that had that same problem. Who was it? And I've noticed it on the roof of the Ghostbusters set as well, does it? But hey, you know, system they invented how many years ago? Yeah. I'm hoping I won't get the flex because it's so hot here. Everything's expanded, so it should be fine. And I'm not joking when I say that. Actually, thermal dynamics might actually work in my favour here. There we go. Getting there. That's a lot of tiles. I'm trying to remember, because wouldn't Assembly Square have that problem as well? Oh, that one's upside down. Wouldn't Assembly Square have that same problem in theory? Because that was a big lot of tiling on the bottom of that one too. It's not lifting up yet. I don't want to jinx it. You're so OCD about your Lego looking nice. You went and put the zombie apocalypse through your city the other day just to clean out the people because they were making too much mess. I need to get an air blaster thing for in here on my long list of things I need to get. I actually need to bug bomb my house as well. Anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's like this spray can you put in the middle of a room, you press the button on it, and then you leave your house for 2 hours and it kills all the bugs in your house. And here in Australia you need to do that fairly regularly because we have a lot of bugs in Australia. I did have a huntsman in my house the other day. They're the big scary looking ones, but they're actually really they're actually good because they kill mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. You should do a time lapse, Lars. You should film it one day when you're doing your your clean out and clean up and whatnot. That would be quite a funny video to watch, and then we can see how OCD you really are. Okay, so that's got to stay clear. I confess I was torn between building this one and the Temple of Air Jitsu, because I love the Temple of Air Jitsu. I think that is an amazing looking set. I think that and this set are probably the two standout Ninjago sets for me. That being said, I do want to get the, what's the red dragon? The Stormbringer dragon, was it? Yeah, they're harmless and they do scare the crap out of you when you're not expecting it. Like, I was sitting at the computer and it just sort of casually walked across the wall in front of me and I was like, whoa! And then I let it go about its business, and the next day my wife saw it, and she is Australian, and she sprayed it. I didn't. I was going to leave it. Yeah. The one that got me, I moved to a house round the corner from here. It was the house before this one, and we had loads of we had a big problem with redbacks. You're welcome, Lars. You're welcome. So yeah, I give everybody ideas for their content, and then I never actually get around to filming my own, but I give everyone else ideas. That's the kind of guy I am. Look up the one. The stream stop. No. How do I check? How do I check? Anything? Yay! All I did was rotate the camera and then put it back the right way. Don't know why that fixed it, but anyway. Right, where are we up to? That is a whole lot of tiling. And I haven't finished yet! Yay! I'm going to be seeing these tiles in my sleep tonight, I think. I'm going to add the word sub to the filter list on my channel, I think. Anyone in the UK who's interested in a pet store, have a chat to Mark. Your legs are aching. Is that from all the subbing you're doing? My back's aching from bending over to do these tiles. Come on, not much more. I'm almost there. Oh dear. Okay, I can recommend not buying this set if you don't like tiling. I'm intrigued as to what the luminous green bit here is. It's like meant to be a spillage or something. Anyway, that's the end of my stream. No, I'm just kidding. Good to see you, EFD. You finally made it, buddy. Alright. How am I doing? That is a whole lot of tiling. Go in there. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if I've over tiled or if I'm missing a tile. Seem to have one less tile than I should have. Come on, don't be my first Lego set with a missing piece. Come on. Because that would upset me. I see what I did. I did overzealously tile. Shouldn't have put a tile here. Oh, that's an easy mistake to make. I'm not even sure how you get that one out. Excuse me while I just take apart large chunks of this base. There we go. Right, this tile here should not have been here. Right, there we go. Back to where we should be. That tile goes there. Right, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right. Back. Sorry about that. One of my kids woke up. Right. Now I feel like no, that's right. No. I am one short a tile. No, that's it. I'm quitting Lego. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully it's in here somewhere. Unless I didn't use enough studs. I will go through and check that diligently in a minute. Oh. I'm going to put it to a poll. Who thinks I should open bag 3 in a minute? I will. I'll have to just check through the base and just see if I've put one tile in one place that I shouldn't have. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Right, what are we doing now? Now we are putting together this, which is going to be the docky bit. There we go. Like matchsticks. Okay, so what goes on here? First of all, we have, okay, so we got a single one of those and one of those. That goes on there, that goes on there, that goes on there, that goes on there, that goes on there. Make sure we have it facing downwards because we don't want to see the slits. There we go. And there we have part of the dock. Next one. One of those. I'm quite tempted to get the what's the red dragon? The storm, is it the Stormbringer dragon? I really like that one. Quite tempted by it. Yeah, I think the Parisian restaurant was my least favourite one for the tiling because it was all of those little 1x1s. That just killed me because I've got quite big fingers as well. It was quite hard work. Alright, and then last one. That. Sorry, I keep building this one off camera because it's just one of those really fiddly bits that's easier to do. There we go. I'm sure I'll find that tile on the floor. There we go. Oh, you can't even see the one that's missing. I took the one out that was there, so you can't even see it. But I'm sure I probably dropped it or left it in the bag, perhaps. Actually, in the bag. Ah, oh. Back. Yeah. And it came with a good helicopter as well, which I don't need more helicopters really, but it was a good helicopter. Okay, what's next? 1, 2, those. Strange. I thought for a minute there I had my first ever Jinx Lego set where it was missing another piece, but I found it. Don't panic. Make rabbit battle packs. Hey, I like that idea. Do they explode as well? Sorry, back on the subject of the Red Dragon, it had the helicopter in it was pretty awesome. I don't know if anyone's ever looked at it, but it's like very much a sort of Mad Max style helicopter. It's really quite cool. I really like the Diesel Naut, to be honest. If I had space and the money, I would be quite tempted to get that set because I think that's pretty fabulous. Reminds me a lot of those like over the top space sets that LEGO used to do. With the really big wheels and all kinds of rockets and things going on it. What am I doing here? That one goes there, that goes there. Some interesting spacing techniques going on there. So they're trying to get the lion by... This one's got a little Technic stud in there. This one's got this bigger spacer in there to try and get this line perfect. It's a little bit of a cheat, but it works. It works. Oh, I'll tell you what, the humidity has gone up massively here. You've got jobs to do. What on earth are you talking about? What could possibly be more important than this? I know exactly what you mean. I actually didn't get a lot of the jobs done I was meant to do today, so I've got to do them tomorrow now. Oh well. One of which actually would be mowing the lawn, technically. Should do that. Why have I got that? It's interesting. Now, what time is it? I think, guys, I'm going to call it a day after that one. So, just to show you, that's what we've done so far. Oh, no, there's the time. That's what we've done so far. Tiled all of that, and that is pretty solid. And I'm pleased to say it's not bending up. So, that is a good sign. Get any really good parts for them, you have to ship it. Yeah. So yeah, I saw that dragon on clearance the other day at one of the shops here in Australia, and it was actually a pretty good price. So I am tempted to get it if my paycheck comes through before it's gone off the shelves. Because I really like that dragon, and I think it would actually be quite complementary to my my Ninjago mountain that I'm building. Woohoo! Anyway, alright. So there we go, guys. That's the beginning of this fabulous set. Pretty happy with that. That is already a weighty build. That is good and not going anywhere in a hurry. So thanks for joining me, and glad you guys all got it on subbed and whatnot, chat and joining me while I build this one and ramble. Yeah, oh yeah, the Lego movie ones. I've got them all sort of lined up in a basket to order from the Lego shop. I can get them from the Lego shop online, but I can't get them from retail shops, which, you know, kind of annoys me because I don't want to pay full price. Which is, you know, understandable, I think. I think I'm allowed to make that comment. I don't want to pay full price for Lego sets if I don't have to. Alright guys, thank you for joining me, and I will see you in my next stream, which I'm not sure when that will be. Might be tomorrow night, but probably not now. Probably be during the week sometime. Alright, take care guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching.